Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, right, on GBA. This was released as part of a double pack with Aria of Sorrow. You got 2 Castlevania games for the price of probably one. I can't remember how much this cost when it came out or how much these cost when they came out. The point being, these are 2 massive games. Like you could buy this, spend like 30 hours on Harmony of Dissonance, not even touch Aria of Sorrow, and well, that's what would happen. This is Harmony of Dissonance. It's going to be a 2-parter. Well, it's going to be 2 separate videos of separate games. It's upside down. Because it's a reflection. Sometimes films do that. This time a game is doing it. How cool is that? Not very. Overall, not very. It's too loud. That's better. Right. I don't remember exactly what the shtick with this is. Change name. Alright, okay. So I've got Northie in the Luminous Cavern, level 29. 117.6%? That can't be right. 100%. Am I reading that wrong? Is it? Well, no, it's definitely. Time is 6 hours, 1 minute, 39 seconds, maybe, or 6 days, 1 hour, 39 minutes. It's hard to read. Gold 3747, but the bit at the top is confusing me. The only thing I can imagine is perhaps this game had like 2 maps, or almost like a second quest situation, like an upside down castle. And so 100% is the first one, and then you burn over to 200%. That might actually be it. Let's start a new game. I'll probably take this the same way as the last Castlevania, which I think might have been out last week, which is impressive for me. 50 years have passed since Simon Belmont vanquished the curse of Dracula in Castlevania 3, I think. Fate has dictated that Juste Belmont, blood descendant of the Belmont family, hunt for the relics of Dracula. One day, Juste's best friend Maxim, a porno mag in the UK, who had set out on a training expedition 2 years earlier, returned unexpectedly, his body covered in wounds. He informs Juste that Lydie, a childhood friend with whom they both cared about deeply, has been kidnapped. Maxim has completely lost his memory of the time training away from home and only has vague images of the kidnapping. Ignoring his bodily injuries, Maxim leads Juste to the palace where he believes Lydia is being held captive. Passing through thick fog, the 2 men happened upon a castle undocumented on any map. Could this be the fabled Dracula's castle? Standing solemnly in the night, this foreboding castle welcomes its unexpected guests as the moonlight shines upon it. My mouth filled with saliva as I was reading that. The way the moon came in made it almost illegible, the text. That was quite hard to read. I think the trick with this game is that you swap characters. I think that's it. So you truly believe that Lydie, I'm going to go with Lydie, was brought to this castle. My memory fails me, but this seems to be the place. Don't you believe me? I know better than anyone that you are not the type to lie. Are you alright? I'm fine. It's Lydie. You should be concerned about, not me. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you. You have my word. Okay then. I'll see you inside. Oh good, it stopped. It didn't stop. Now, alright, I've got the whip. In this one, the whip doesn't spin. It does this kind of limp noodle affair, which is in many ways funnier. You can make it spin. Alright. It's got a cool after image. That's definitely a boss. It's about to come to life, isn't it? Yep. Some kind of large bull. No, suit of armour. You can't kill this. I'm just remembering. It can't be killed. You just have to run. That will stop him, I'm sure. I know. I've got 10 hearts, which means I've probably got like some ability. I can. I've just learned I can dash. We're now in the castle. We're trapped in here. And if memory serves, this type of door implies a change of zone, which makes perfect sense. There's a weird shadow enemy behind there. Huh. You can have effects on the terrain in this one. Just learnt that, to be honest. Ooh, what's that? Armour? Leather armour. This one has armour. That's the map. 1.4%. That's making me think my 2 castles assumption about my previous save file was correct. So I gained 4 defense from that armour. That's not bad, is it? Spellbook relics. Yep. Keep going this way though. This way holds promise. Zombies. Does make me sad that they just flat out don't make Castlevania anymore. It's such a shame. And to be honest, they haven't made it since, I reckon, Portrait of Ruin was the last proper one, which is on 2DS. No, DS. That's what it's called. Genuinely, I couldn't think what the predecessor to the 3DS was. It escaped my memory. I think it was Portrait of Ruin, which was okay. No. Order of Ecclesia. That could be it. It's an imposing door. Shrine of the Apostates. And there's some kind of thing in the way. It's probably a magic spell over there. I've just learned I've got daggers. And I leveled up from throwing a dagger. As well you might. Might as well use them. There's really no point. Oh, cheeky, didn't see that. And a potion, life max up. Nice. Alright, can't get through that. See, this is how Castlevania should start. It throws you in a hallway with like 10 different directions off it, and 9 of them are closed, and all in different ways as well. Boots. Leather boots. Notice the whip is a thing up here, and you can equip stuff to it. There's a chance you might be able to equip different weapons in this one. I'm not certain though. Well, how cool is that? We're having that. What's that? Obtained a soul orb. I've no idea. Is that? It's not equipment, is it? It's got to be item. It probably holds something. No. Spellbook. No. Relics. Soul orb. Here we go. Allows user to recognize how much damage an enemy has received. Alright, so that's basically a power-up. First power-up. Boom. Damage numbers. Not technically useful at this interval. That's got most of its use in a boss fight. If you can do different things to attack, that's when you'd want to use that. So earlier on during the intro, when I said I was going to do this like the last Castlevania, what I mean is I'll probably do, say, 10 or 15 minutes on this new save file, then swap over to the old one, just to see what the later game has to offer. Fuck that right up. I made efforts to knock that bone out of the air. I don't know if it would have worked. I think so. It's the platforming is, it's not great. It's hardly Mario, but it's what it needs to be. If you can jump too much, you know, you're too agile. You got nowhere to go. Oh yeah? How about that? You weren't expecting that many punches, were you? Seriously though, that guy had a spear. What I'm noticing, and I suspect there's probably a relic for this, is the names of the enemy. I can't see it popping up anywhere on screen, which I haven't cared about until I just fought that guy with the spear, and I've not seen him before, or in a previous Castlevania, so I want to know his name. I know I'd seen something there. This is essentially the Zelda roll, this dash. I can't tell if it's faster to dash or to run. But I know if you dash once, it's absolutely faster to keep dashing. I think it might be a bit quicker. Save room? Save room? Yeah. I don't care about saving. The real important thing is the healing. Yeah. Alright, we swapped magic. We're at holy water now. Which yeah, it's got a bit more utility than the one I'm used to. Just a small amount of fire. Marble corridor. Yeah. Completely forgot about the backdash. That's the whole essence of the game right there. Halt! The colour of your soul. You must be a Belmont. Sounds like an insult. I'm guessing that's the Grim Reaper, which traditionally in Castlevania is the boss you fight before Dracula. That's correct. There's overwhelming power. Death? Indeed. Which means this is, in fact, Dracula's castle. That might be true. Though the power that is here is not my lord's. What do you mean? I must go now. We shall meet again, son of Belmont. Ah, he got away. So I assume in this... Ooh. God, it's castle map. That's boring. I thought it would be something good. Why it would be something good, I don't know. I didn't think he could dash forward like that. It's pretty impressive. I'm getting my arse handed to me by those spear guys, haven't I? I'm yet to find a technique that works for fighting them. So, it's called Harmony of Dissonance. Does that name mean anything? No, I don't think it does. Oh, I was just messing around with the buttons there. I forgot that Z brought out the Game Boy Player menu. Only for real players. Made a strong effort to make my my N64 work before this, but it's in one of them moods. It's a bit like an old car. You can't just take it out and drive it whenever you want. You have to prime the pump somewhat. I didn't come this way, did I? No. Fucking frogman. Oh, I've got axes now. That means he's dead. Now the axe, used to you just throw it in an arc. I'm assuming that's it. Yep. It's quite big though. I like that. Ah, that was amazing. I think I need an item to see in here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there were bats everywhere. Probably a boss fight then. Against Batman. I've just run out of hearts. Shit. Alright. Okay, good. I can... Right, no. I can knock his fireballs out of the air, but he can still attack me. By just hitting me. It's really useful doing this little dash. The main thing is, it's hooked up to the L and R buttons, not a direction, so I've always got my fingers on those. I don't have to worry about, like, you know, dancing your thumbs around. Bat drill. There's no defense for that. I mean, I dodged. That was the defense. There's very much the defense for that. I'm really quite happy with how well I'm doing on this boss fight right now. Like, boss fights in Castlevania, they're normally quite hard. And they're normally of the sort where you expect to take damage. Like, death will be close. Ideally, you just want to overpower them. So the only thing is, he does seem to be taking a lot of damage from me. I don't think there's any health bars. There might be an item for that later. Alright, he's dead. I took a fireball hit at the end there. Not a lot I could do about that. What's it going to be? More health? I don't know. Actually, I genuinely don't. Oh, it's just full health. Generous. Didn't have to do that. Notice that? Beat the boss. No, nothing on the other side. Is that the room with floating Medusa heads? Save point? No. At least I've got some hearts now. Yeah! Something very funny that his signature weapon is a whip. Does any other game do that, where a whip is the weapon? I'm trying to think. Did Bionic Commander, did that have an element of whipping? That was more of a grappling hook, wasn't it? Same with Just Cause. Kind of whipped with it. Zelda, Spirit Tracks, or Phantom Hourglass. One of those, you had a whip weapon, I think. Or was it Skyward Sword? I remember there was some kind of snake whip in one of those games. I can't think which. As you can tell, not my favourite Zeldas. There's a Ring of Majesty up there. I'm never getting that. Right, we're at the 16-minute mark, so I'm gonna quit out of this. Oh, you can quick save. Brilliant. That's only handy for when your battery's dying. I need to die, I think. I could reset the console, but that's likely to cause me headaches. So I'll just let this guy kill me. Fortunately, this is Castlevania, so that's not exactly a hard thing to do. There are some games where dying off a low-level enemy is genuinely difficult. This is not one of those. Game over. Konami. They used to make games. The old joke. The old ones are the best. Right, Northie. Here we go. So here's what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, so that's Castle A. A plus B. Castle B. Oh, there might be some kind of mirror world mechanic, which would explain why this is grey. What did I just do? I've got crushing... By holding attack down, a charged attack can break some walls. Guardian Armor, Kaiser Knuckle. That feels unacceptable. Not items. Spellbook. I can do... Alright, okay. Oh, sub-weapons. That's it. You combine the spells with sub-weapons. So I've got Ice, Fire, Wind, Earth, Holy, you'd assume. Relics. What can I do? Lizard Tail. By pressing down jump using my slide. Sylph Feather for a double jump. I don't have that one. Names of enemies, called it. Monster Tome. That's two separate things, apparently. And Vlad's Ring, one of Dracula's worldly possessions. Increases luck. Wait, did that say increase? It did say increase, didn't it? Possessions. Yeah. Key config. Secret info. There's a chance I was wrong about being able to swap characters in this. I know there is a Castlevania where that's a thing though, and I'm pretty sure it's one I have. It might be the other one that's on this cartridge. So we're now deep in the game, which... Okay. Oh, I see. So I've got... I think my ability there is daggers crossed with ice, and it turns into homing daggers. I would have likely left myself with a potent ability, not generally... Can I break that? No. Can I? No. Slide. See, because it's something you unlock, it feels a lot better now, doesn't it? It's longer than in the last one we played. Well, I think this game might have actually come out before Circle of the Moon, which wasn't actually called Circle of the Moon in Europe, which is why it's always confused me for years. I think this was released on like PS1 or some shit first, and then was re-released, because I know this double pack obviously isn't the first way it came out. That'd be weird. What does this do? Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely gonna stick with the daggers. My past self probably set me up well for that. I think the main thing is, and you may notice this, I've used that a few times. I've nearly always got... In fact... Oh, right. Using that, it doesn't use hearts. It uses MP. Which... somehow goes up. Not really sure how. Let's charge up and attack, shall we? Yeah! Alright, so it's still very much the... bomber armor. It's still very much the whip, but sort of more... different looking. Yeah. Double jump. Forgot I could even do that. The odds of me being able to find like anything in this game are slim. I can't do the limp noodle whip attack, can I? Because I got this charge thing built in. So the thing that's throwing me off is, right, the other game on this double pack, Area of Sorrow, I thought that had a soul absorbing mechanic as the base of the game. But it may in fact have... Oh, fuck you two. May actually be more of a... What's it called? Didn't mean to do that. Still, it worked out well enough. Yeah, it might not be soul absorbing. It might genuinely be character swapping. Well, that might be something you unlock in another game. I might be thinking of one of the DS games, actually. It does sound like Portrait of Ruin. I'm so confused right now. Either way, this is some good clean fun right here. I can push this. Can't dash with it though. It's odd. I didn't see an ability that told me I could move this, so maybe you can always just move these very large boxes. Genuinely, that box is as tall as him, so call it 6 foot tall, and it's pretty square. That's like a 6x6 box. That's substantial. Did that do anything? You'd assume there was a gate there or something it unlocked. I didn't see it, and clearly I've already done it. Let's consult the map. So, Castle... Oh, I see. So it combines them. So I've seen 48% of Castle A. 69% of Castle B. So Castle A must be the blue. And this is Castle B. So let's look at A and B. I want to go... Let's head right to that big room. That looks like it'll be something. So the only trouble with this is the map... Oh, a merchant. So we meet a Glen. Glad to see you looking well. What can I do for you? What have you got? A potion, anti-venom, uncurse, rubber armor. That's worse than what I've got, apparently. Plate coat, casual wear. Just a t-shirt. And a hat. Alright. So he doesn't really sell a whole lot, and I can sell... jewels. Apparently I have jewels to sell. I'm not going to sell any of them, obviously. Because, I don't know, maybe you can combine them with like a crown or a mask and then sell them for even more. Because this is Resident Evil all of a sudden. Resident Evil 4 in particular. I think that was the one that featured that mechanic. You bitch. Yeah, that attack. That's something pretty potent. I'm coming back to memories of using that attack to just stand in a corner and like annihilate bosses. Although this charge attack, this is pretty useful. Actually, that's a good point. I must have more of these. Crushing stone. This is different. Yeah, redstone adds fire. Ah, that's boring. Adds fire to attack move. Yeah, lightning adds ice. Hold the attack button down because these whips. Ah, it's old school. And adds wind. Let's throw some fire on there, shall we? Alright, I can't see it happening, but maybe I have to attack an enemy. No. I've made myself like double weak somehow. Strength goes... Alright, so basic. Huh, that's weird. Apparently it makes me stronger having them equipped, but... Oh, maybe I have to charge it. No? Maybe it just doesn't have a graphical effect at all with it. Maybe it is just, yeah. Does it use magic? Oh. I can turn to stone. Alright. Use the brief anti-grav effect to my advantage there. Can't tell if that does more damage or not. I don't like this redstone though. Let's try Energy Circle. I want to see if this is as cool as the other one. Well, the sound is lesser. I don't want a book. I have daggers. Daggers are way better than any book. Yeah. You can swap quickly on the fly and be all right. You just don't want to mess with it too much. So I'm heading for this big room. So if I go just down here, I'll find it. Haha. I used the spinning to my advantage for once. Alright, this seems like it would have been a boss fight at one time. Have I been here? This equally seems like it was a boss fight. Possibly. Although it's very tall and thin. Not a lot of work on the backgrounds, is there? They're a bit lackluster. Maybe that's because of where I am. I'm not sure. It's oh, something got crushed under a grate there. That much is certain. I've been poisoned. And did that drop an antidote? I'm hoping it did. Potion, drumstick, anti-venom. Nice. And let's change this to... Apparently crushing stone is the best one by far, despite the fact that it makes you weaker, inexplicably. Nah, let's go with wind. Nothing can be resistant to wind, can it? That's wind. I should be paying attention to the damage numbers, really. Right, that's nowhere. Alright, that one turned me to stone. I'm being hobbled by these fuckers. I shouldn't have tried to jump over them. I'm genuinely just being fucking beaten to death. Just throw magic at it until it all goes away. I had so many enemies on the screen there that it actually caused slowdown in the GameCube running a GBA. That's oddly impressive. I can't quite work out how this boss fight must have gone. I must have started down here, and it chases you up, and you run through that, and that kills the boss. That grate dropping down somehow. But then equally, that looks like a boss fight room. So that's bomb run. What even is that enemy? Is it an enchanted spear? Is that what I'm seeing? Scarecrow. It looks like the spear came to life and gored someone, and then it continues to try and kill. And it just happens to still have the corpse upon it. Bone thrower. They're not all winners, the names. I've seen the skeleton apes before. Right. If I keep going the way I'm going, that's save room. Just save time, not saving. A witch. Literally just a witch. Giant plant. Man-eating plant like that. Should make you work more. And there should be a way up out of this area. Unless I've already gone past it. Could be in this next one. Yeah, here we are. So this is now going to lead to a different part of the castle. A or B, I'm not sure which. There's one negative on Castlevania. If you stop playing for some time, you might as well just start again, because you'll never know like what the hell is going on. Like I'm not gonna say I'm stuck in this area, but I would say I have no idea where it wants me to go, because it doesn't really tell you that sort of thing. And I've no idea of quite a lot of stuff, to be honest. Oh. Press that by accident. Yeah, he didn't even get a chance to throw his axe. I actually feel a little bit bad for him. He sort of wasted his life there. Yeah. Yeah. I was pretty sure when I killed him, his axe would disappear, thus ensuing my safety. I don't know at what point the Castlevania series turned from being like the kind of retro platformer, I guess, that it was, into this more adventure style affair. Well, when it became Metroidvania, essentially. It might have been something like Castlevania 3, but where it started to sort of pick up those things. I know that there was one on the PS1 that everyone points to as like the main one. I'm cursed now. I can't use any of my relics. I have got an anti-curse I could use. Apparently I can still use that though. I like those skeleton flails, as they're called. They have a big flail. It's exciting. Look, we're in a different area now. The backgrounds exist again. I think that's a lift. It is a lift, and I'm invincible in it. I'll keep going. Keep going to the top. There might be something good at the top. Who knows? Could be a clock tower. Might genuinely be one. So high as numbers go. And we're in some kind of stairwell-like place. There's no enemies about. Try not to question it. Nothing there. So he came to this castle in search of a childhood friend. Maxim is presumably under the control of some evil force. And it's debatable as to whether or not it's Dracula. That's the great joke of Castlevania, actually. Is you're a vampire slayer. You come to Dracula's castle to kill just Dracula, pretty much. There's no other vampires generally in the game, like, at all. It's not a game about vampires. You fight like every other macabre, I believe that's the word to use, entity, except fucking vampires, for which there'll be one, or sometimes, if you're really lucky, there'll be two of them. Even that's rare. That's another lift. How high up does this place go? It's huge. It's bigger than huge. Huge. It's fun to say. Say it with me. Huge. It's hard to spell though. This feels like it's a safe spot. I thought it'd be like a boss. Due to the like sort of overwhelming brightness. Also, you can note that this game is way brighter than the last one, isn't it? It's actually too bright on the Game Boy player. Wow, that guy fucked me right up. Skeleton Blaze. Oh, he's not dead. He's dead now. He's some kind of, I don't want to say ninja, but ninja skeleton. Am I actually going somewhere? I'm actually going to a place where I haven't... Apparently I've only explored this in Castle B. I reckon there must be some way of switching between the castles. But I have no idea what it is. It's not like a relic I possess. So there must be... I feel like mirrors are involved, but I haven't seen any mirrors. Give me back my dagger. That dagger is the only thing keeping me alive, quite frankly. It's what I do whenever I come across a slightly hard enemy. Shit, he can block my every move. Well, he can block some of my moves, let's put it that way. Critical, nice. Alright, another save room. You know what, let's save on this one. Feels like I'm actually getting somewhere, you know? Like there could be... somewhere, something. Oh, nope, can't get through that. Never mind. Which means that's an exit, which makes me think there's like a tough boss up there that I've probably already killed, quite frankly. I don't fully know how MP recharges. I think it might just do it over time, but very slowly. Right, let's just deal with all of those. 3 enemies at once that killed. It's immensely satisfying, that attack. I might, you know, let's have a look. Just for shits and or giggles. What does fire do? Full screen effect, okay. I'm not gonna be able to see all of these. Oh no, I am. I've only got 3 wind. Damn it. Wind. Wow. Wow. That's going on a lot longer than I thought it would. I could see that being good against the boss for some reason and nothing else. Right. Huh, that's weird. There's numbers down there. So that was all of these. Just crank that back up. There's something about fucking Vlad's ring. I've got it in my head that it makes you really lucky, but there's like a huge downside to it. But I can't think what it is. Alright, yep, they're the buttons. Secret info. Oh no, it's just the encyclopedia. Apparently I've seen a lot of what there is to see. I thought the bosses would be at the end, but these seem like just ordinary enemies. They might come in the rough order in which you fight them. That would make sense, because this looks like a boss to me. Peeping Big. It's, you know, they do well on the names of some things. Not on others. Collectibles. I think this is all just crap you sell. Yeah. King-size bed. Manufactured by the only trusted and true name in beds. Futon. Is that product placement? I'm not really sure. Yeah. Well, anyway, that was Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. It's very good, actually. Again, you could tell I was enjoying it because I didn't say a whole lot. I was playing the game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.